Jeannie, or
Hello, I'm Gwendolyn.
Hi, Sparkles. I'm Jeannie.
I'm Giovanna. Oh my gosh, I can't even speak. Yay! So much energy going on here.
Let's, yay, we got the music. Time. Oh, yeah, we got all the stuff going on. And we got hearts.
Oh yeah, do I have that?
Ooh, and the hearts are going up. Is that
Oh,
beautiful?
look at that.
Yay. Oh,
No.
rocket ships.
Rocket.
Rocket Man. All right.
Ooh, we have such fun things to talk about today. It's
Yeah,
pumpkin.
should we go? Should we take a moment of silence to
Yes.
connect in and see, just open up that pathway of connection, heart,
Yeah.
from the
Allow,
heart, from the divine. All
allow,
right,
allow
are
the
you gonna do it?
unseen. Invite. I'm gonna invite all the unseen to come in. All of our
I
spirit
love that.
guides, our angels, all the elementals. It feels like today's conversation is going to be about, I don't know, the word the dead came to me because we have a lot of synchronicities in that today. And it's very interesting because we're gonna sparkle the dead word even because really the dead this
Doesn't exist.
it's just a word, right? Like
Yeah, it's impossible.
yes, because we never die,
Right.
right? And so,
What's that? My father has many rooms in the mansion or something like that. What was that? What's that?
Yeah. If it were not so, I
Something
would
like
have told you.
yeah, or yeah, if it was not that way, I would have told you. So there's many rooms in the father's mansion, right? And so
Yeah.
we're we're opening up the entire mansion and allowing all of the seen and unseen to come through in the most divine sparkles way. And yeah, let's just take a big deep breath in. And as as all the rooms, all the doors are open
yeah,
to the divine in the divine one mansion with many rooms.
it feels like we're like transitioning like everything now. Like
Mm.
the, our all there's no all our old versions are coming out to just be released. So that's what I feel like when you think of like the dead or ghosts or whatever. It's like it's all being released, and it's because there's only the love, right? Like unlike unlike what you call unlike anything that's love doesn't exist, right?
Mhm.
They're
Yeah.
just it's just all love, right? So I feel like there's a lot of old stuff coming up because the more sometimes you go dig deep into our soul, things want to come up to the surface.
And that
Dead
whole
thoughts, dead stories. Yep.
of you having a story and all of these things just busting open, all of these synchronicities, Jeannie, it's amazing.
Yeah. So um it's all of creation is speaking to us, and I'm listening, and it's just amazing. So the palm tree trimmer came out, and I was like, and this is after, like, I hadn't, I mentioned it to him like a month ago or something, and then maybe 10 days ago I just said, hey, whenever you get a chance. And then boom, out of the blue, he calls me that morning, and they start trimming up my palm trees. And I was like thinking of that Neville Goddard story where he's like, you are the vine, and you trim off all the dead thoughts, all the dead. And Jesus said, let the dead bury the dead, right? Like, get rid of the old. You don't put new wine in old flasks. All of these things were just coming up in my mind as I was just walking in the neighborhood while they were trimming the trees. the palm trees. And I didn't tell you guys this earlier, but the funny thing is, so the palm trees had seeded and all that stuff, and they were really careful, but there were some of the little pearls of the seeds in my pool, and I have a deep in pool. So it's like at least 9 feet deep. And so I couldn't get them with the brush or the net, and they couldn't do it either. And they're like, we can go in there if you want. I go, no, I'm going to go swimming anyways. So I just went into this whole adventure story because when I was a kid, I'd go to SeaWorld and we would watch the pearl divers go in at SeaWorld and they would dive. And I was like diving for pearls. And then of course Neville's in there and he's like, you're diving for you're letting all else go. You're letting all the dead thoughts, all the dead stories, because you found the pearl of great price. You know who you are. So I was just like, I'm a Tahitian pearl diver. I found the jewel in all of the dead, amongst the dead. I've let it all go and I found the pearl of great price, which is, you know who you are. You know who you are. You are the creator of your reality. It's all you. And so it was just, the delight that I had pearl diving for all these palm
So many
seeds,
chills when you say that.
Yeah, and palms. We have a place here called the Royal Palm, and the palms it's the we were talking about that the other day, the royalty and the red carpet and all this stuff. So it just felt very aligned with what the energies are coming through of claiming the kingdom. Where do you exist? You exist as the creator of your kingdom and the receiver and allower of it, or are you still tied to the old dead thoughts and the dead stories and everything? And then that same day, I find in my yard a dead pigeon and a dead peach-faced lovebird, which I love the peach-faced lovebirds, and it looked so beautiful. And at first I was like, oh my gosh, why am I seeing dead birds? But it's just the dead stories and the pigeons, it's such a beautiful, like the lovebird represents love, right? But it's I'll love you if you do this, and if you have to be, it's conditioned,
Yeah.
right? As long as you're nice to me, I'll love you. But that's not the pearl of great price. The pearl of great price is there's only love.
Yes.
It's all you, it's all one. There's only love. It's unconditioned love, and it comes from within out. And so it was like, wow, what a significance that the 3D lovebird was such a prophetic thing. And then the pigeon was peace and harmony and balance. And it's just like finding it all, letting the old stories of I have to find it in my outside world.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I found the pearl of great price, and it's all within me. It's all within me, and it manifests to the outside. So it was really an incredible day.
It's really tuning into the feeling, that feeling, because everybody is like busy, busy, busy. So it's like, oh, then that's coming up the B, busy, busy bee. Maybe that's what's coming up the B. So it's like be like being or busy bee, but it's just like really going in and knowing what feels good and what doesn't feel good, and not thinking like it doesn't feel good, it's wrong. Just choosing or alchemizing it in your mind, like I shouldn't do this. The shoulds, the coulds, when they creep up into our story, going like there is no could or should or whatever. That's just a story. Just allowing and being like, no, this feels better, and it's only the feel better, and that's it. There's no like even the contrast. There's nothing wrong ever. It is all that it is. It all is well, right? And when you think of, and the bee thing that came up for me was when you say the dead pigeons or the dead birds, I found a dead bee. Well, I've been having, where I think with my vision, we're getting older, we're getting past the 40 mark, our vision is becoming like harder to see. And so I was in a bit of denial, but I'm like, no, I choose with 100% vision, right? I can choose this. And then I'm noticing then all of a sudden this bee that I seen that was in this different place. I've never seen it. It was really beautiful and pretty and fuzzy, and I noticed it, and I'm like, and then I had this dream, and in the dream it was sharing about how, the visions that I'm seeing more of is these beings, the unseen, the beauty of other things that are around us that when we're so busy, or we're in a story that we've been replaying over and over from our past, we're not seeing the new, the seeing the beauty, the seeing the other things that are unfolding in front of us. Like, we don't go deep in with, like these
Yeah.
animals that are amazing, or the nature, or the beings, or the unseen, like everything like that, if that makes sense.
Who was getting hugged? Someone was getting hugged by all the beings. Was that you, Jeannie?
Hugged by the bees.
Bee.
Oh, I was getting hugged. I've been getting hugged because I've been going more and more into the field of consciousness I am than just the body, right? They keep saying go more into your field of consciousness. And as I spend more time, just kind of like right out here as the awareness of my field, I have noticed that the the layers of me, my higher self, my God self, like it just feels like I'm being, and like even my like animal totem or whatever, any of the things that have come up, all of us are like hugging me as the body. And it just is this multi-dimensional big hug of, of embodiment. It's the embodiment that all of getting rid of all the dead stories, knowing who you are, claiming the kingdom, you are the pearl of great price,
Yeah.
all of this, and seeing beyond just what you can see with your physical eyes, but like Giovanna's saying, denying these old stories of, no, I don't need to believe these old stories. This happens when this age and all this stuff. No, we're limitless. We are limitless. And I'm claiming that as where I exist in. And then you can start to see more and more of what's not seen.
And what
And
did you say? Sorry, go ahead.
I feel like I need to speak this, that even to the point where a dear friend left her body this week in what would be seen as a very scary way, but she is the love, and this is how I remember her. So this little marking of a galaxy with the love at the center, the heart of it, and she wants to be remembered for her kindness, and like blow a kiss to the lake, blow a kiss to the mountain, and that's
And,
even to that point.
and to say
Yeah.
that the body is limitless. Do you know what I mean? Like, our soul is limitless, like, meaning like she's still here. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Whatever story that's coming up is
That's
like,
why I said that, because she was like, you got to say it.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. Yes, and that's like when you brought up about the cat. I was telling you how I walked by and there was the dead cat. And so my first thought was like, oh no, poor kitty kind of thing. And within seconds, there was this voice going, I'm here, like I'm here. That's just the body, but I'm still here. And it was like within seconds, like an old story. I could have been like feeling so sad, probably like, I'm sure past, I've taken a whole day going, I saw a dead cat and blah 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 and going into the story, but within seconds it was like, no, I'm here. Like, I just felt the energy, her energy, and it was like she was just like free and whatever. That was just a body. Maybe it's just like, she's whatever else she'll come back as,
Yeah,
or
like slipping off her shoes or something.
yes, yeah, yeah, yeah. And you said you made a comment about
Oh yeah. So when you mentioned the dead cat, I had mentioned to our friend Nora, who was on several of the episodes previously. I mentioned to Nora about, I said, and then I was walking to this class I was taking and I saw a dead cat on the side, and she's like, what the message I'm getting from the cat is that you were dying to the 3D, dying to the non-magic, right? To the only what you can believe and prove and see and all this stuff. And you were entering into the realm of the magic of the unknown. Like you were fully like you were embracing that. You were letting the dead thoughts of everything has to be proven, everything, I can only, believe what I see. And the cat was like, no, you are coming into the magic of the unknown, because cats are so magical and so mysterious, and that was the representation. So I was so happy that Nora shared that with me. And this is what it is. And this goes back to the eyesight that Giovanna was bringing forth. I don't know what it was. It was a study from Harvard or Stanford, and the man said, in my research, he was an eye surgeon. What I've now come to understand is 85% of our eyesight comes from the section of our brain that holds the memories. And when you die to the old stories and the old beliefs, you are able to, you open yourself up to seeing more, because you can only see what you believe and expect. And as you let all those old stories that don't align with your limitlessness, your clarity becomes so enhanced, and you do see into the unseen, into the magic of the unknown.
Wow, that is so beautiful. I think that's a
It's so
good way to
spectacular.
sign
It's so
off.
fun.
I
So
love the
fun.
way that we could just play with these words and play with this stuff, and we're creators, right?
I'm so chills. This is such a high level conversation.
I love it. I love you, Sparkle Girls. I love all the sparkles in the whole universe. Every particle of
I love
creation.
all the people, seen and unseen, watching this show. It is the show.
Yeah, we invited every room in the mansion in. Woohoo! Exciting.
You sparkle, 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 sparkle.
Sparkle girl.
Oh,
Oh, there's some
so
hearts.
much fun. So much fun. Yay, you got the heart.
Woo!
I got the rock